Determined to unravel the mystery of the book, Walter spent the following days obsessively poring over its pages like a mathematician. Whenever he had a spare moment, he would dive back into the story. From the book, he learned that the protagonist, Fingerling, had grown up and become a detective. On his birthday, February 23rd, Fingerling was assigned to save a woman who was attempting to take her own life. The woman believed she was under a mysterious curse tied to the number 23, and the only way to break it was to avoid any association with the number. However, no matter how hard she tried, the number 23 seemed to haunt her at every turn. The woman's despair stemmed from her father's influence. He too had been cursed by the number 23 and had chosen to end his life on February 23rd. Convinced she couldn't escape the same fate, the woman ignored Fingerling's pleas and ultimately jumped to her death. After the incident, Fingerling began to feel as though the curse had transferred to him. He noticed that the number 23 started appearing in every aspect of his life, even in the smallest, most mundane details. Reading this, Walter felt a chill run down his spine. He was now almost certain that the protagonist was a reflection of himself. Walter's own life had been filled with occurrences of the number 23, and now, even the most trivial details seemed to be saturated with it. Panicked, Walter rushed to the bookstore to inquire about the author, but the clerk told him there was no information available. The author had only written this one book, and their identity remained a mystery. Frustrated, Walter returned home, where he began to uncover even more connections to the number 23. Despite Lisa's skepticism, Walter pointed out numerous examples. Their house number was 1994, and 1 + 9 + 9 + 4 = 23. 4 = 23. Their wedding anniversary was October 13th, and 10 + 13 also equaled 23. Even Lisa's favorite shade of red paint had a color code of 23. However, Lisa remained unimpressed, arguing that with enough manipulation, almost any number could be made to equal 23 through addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. But Walter was undeterred. He became increasingly obsessed with the number 23, scribbling mathematical formulas all over his arm and losing himself in the idea that Fingerling's story was somehow his own. Concerned for Walter's mental state, Lisa reached out to a friend, a professor, to help intervene and guide Walter back to reality.